Hello and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for today. Today we review A Rush of Blood to the Head, Coldplay's 2002 album. It's pretty good. This is the track listing, and these are the tracks added to my playlist, 10 out of 11. All of them except Warning Sign, track 8. This album is definitely really good. The opening is really strong, and the first half of the album is just incredible. It does start to fall off a bit after Daylight, track 6, but the songs on the back half of the album are still mostly good. The album is pretty great at balancing slow tracks and faster ones, even better than their debut album, which is impressive because that was a real strength of that one. Interestingly, this album does sound a bit like some of the more heavy alt-rock bands of the era, like The Strokes. The style is a little bit interesting here. Songs like Clocks and The Scientist are really great, and while songs like Green Eyes are definitely of a lower quality, the album as a whole ends up working pretty well. The opening song, Politic, is really great, and the ending of the album is pretty decent, although I will say the ending to their first album is better, in my opinion. The only single released before the album was actually In My Place, which is weird because, in my opinion, it's probably the weakest of the all the singles that were eventually all released. Clocks and The Scientist are both still popular today, and even the third track, God Put a Smile Upon Your Face, is better than the one they released before the album, In My Place, in my opinion. My favorite song here is probably The Scientist. Although Clocks is also great, it's definitely become a little overplayed over the past 2 decades. And I like The Scientist better. So, yeah. Those 2 tracks are definitely the best on the album. The only one that comes close is probably Politic. All the other ones are just definitely of a lower quality. I rank this album better than their first. I think it's mostly improvements through and through. It has more big hits, the flow is a bit better, and generally the songs are higher quality. Also, the style between the 2 albums is basically the same. And Parachutes definitely feels a little rougher than A Rush of Blood to the Head, so I think their second album is better here. However, this album doesn't take my top spot from 2002. That stays with Maroon 5's debut, Songs About Jane, which is really great and manages even more hits than A Rush of Blood to the Head. Coldplay and Maroon 5 are both bands of a similar kind of caliber and quality. For this one, I think Maroon 5 takes it. Their debut album is probably one of their best, while Rush of Blood to the Head is really good, but not really great. So, thank you for watching. And speaking of Maroon 5, next up will be their brand new album, Love Is Like. Came out just a week or so ago. I've been expecting them to announce a new album for a couple of months now, but this still kind of snuck up on me. Their last couple of albums were good, but not great, so I'm interested to see where this one ends up. So stay tuned for that, and as always, stay minty.